Right, Angie from Messages from Above here with another video for you, and this one will be a pick a card or pick a pile, and it will be what do your past, present and future selves want to tell you. They are going to be general readings, and so the messages may or may not resonate with you, and that's okay. Just take what does and please leave the rest. There will be timestamps in the description box below for each of the piles readings. It is a timeless reading, so whenever you come across this reading or this video is when the messages will be most relevant and most significant for you. Please like the video, please share the video, and remember to please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I really would appreciate that. It helps my channel to grow and it helps the messages get seen by more people. Alright, so let's see what the first pile, what does your first, or what does your past self wish you to know? Can we please have the messages through, please? Spirit, angels, guides, source, creator. What messages need to come through for the viewers watching? Messages from, we'll go from their past self. Please. What is the first message for the past self? Okay, so that's right. Can we please have a message from their present self? What message is from their present self? Okay. And what message from their future self? What is the message from their future self, please? Okay, so what I'll do, so we get it all in, I'll just stick it under. Okay, so now we'll go to pile 2. What message wishes to come through for the viewers that may pick pile 2? Okay. And that's their past self. So what does their present self wish them to know, please? What does their present self... There's 2 there, we need 1. What does their present self wish us or wish them to know? Okay, so that's the present. And what about their future self, please? What does their future self wish them to know or want to tell them? What does their future self wish to tell them? Okay. Let's move that out the way. Move this along. Okay, so then we'll go pile 3. What does pile 3, the viewers that choose pile 3, what does their past self wish them to know or want to tell them? Okay, can we please have now a message from their present self? Okay. And what message does their future self wish to bring through for them? What is the message from their future self? Okay. Right, so I hope you can see that for each one of those now the future self is underneath. So take a moment to focus in and see where your attention's going to. See which one you are most drawn to. Don't think about it logically, just feel into which set of cards are drawing you in. If you need more time to tune in to your intuition, then please pause the video. Otherwise, we'll start with pile 1, which is, this is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is pile 3. Okay, we'll start with pile 1. What does your past self want to tell you? And we have, it's card number 28. If you see that, I'll get the focus. And it's Dark Night of the Soul. Transformation, Awakening, Tower. So, in the past, I'm saying, picking up that you may have had your tower moment, your dark night of the soul, where you were actually had a transformation. You may have become more awake to certain things, whether that be within relationships or how things work in this matrix. You've become more aware, you've become more in tune with yourself. Okay, I'm going to go to the book and see what the message is. So we have Dark Night of the Soul, Transformation, Awakening, Power, Warrior. In darkness, I can cultivate my light. The Tower, the deepest cave, the endless desert. A dark night of the soul is a period of extreme challenges, whether internal, external, or both. It is the fight with the dragon, the monsters in your head, the demons in your life. It is to experience a great loss or catastrophic confusion. It is the thing that every human wishes to avoid but cannot. It is a stirring of your soul, a call for the deepest of transformations, whether that be a reconstruct of your life, values, or self. These periods can take us to a hell of sorts. They take us to a place so deep within us that we think it will never end. A trap door through which we just keep falling into a great void of dark experiences and painful emotions. It can strip everything away from us. We have no choice but to face the dragon, to find the treasure, to seek the light, to become the warrior we were always capable of being. This is when we become a more powerful version of self, when we learn the ways of the great witches who came before us and know that we are so much stronger, wiser and worthier than we thought possible. We earn our gifts in this place, those we were not born with but were always meant for. Our new self is forged in the fire of transformation, and we can do more than just survive. We can become the light that we so desperately need. We can rise from the ashes and become the phoenix. We can awaken to the powerful truth of our own being. This card confirms that you have experienced an evolution of your soul, that you have overcome or are capable of overcoming difficulties and receiving the gifts that come from that. As hard and as dark as it may be, you are learning the way of the warrior. This card has an energy of transformation behind it. Perhaps you feel your soul is stirring or has stirred and that it is time for new growth within. Or you want to change your life, your beliefs or your values. Listen to this calling and do not fear the dark if you already have your lantern and compass. So there is a little reflection, I guess. It's reflect on how some of the darkest periods of your life led to some of the most profound changes within you. How they led you to deep understandings, strengths, and or awakenings. Honour yourself for making it through them. Knight yourself. Recognise the sword that you now carry or will soon earn. Okay, so now we will see what your present self wishes to say. And it's card number 10, and it says it's okay to forget and then remember all over again. The Voyager, return home, lessons, realizations. Okay, so let's see what the message is that this card is bringing through for you. I am remembering a lesson of my soul. I am returning home. Sometimes we are afraid of getting lost on our journey, only to realise that often getting lost is a part of the journey, part of the great adventure. Getting lost and finding our way back home to our soul, to our deepest truths. It is time to remember, not with your mind but with your heart. Where is love or truth lacking in your life? It's okay to sometimes get distracted and wander for a while. Maybe you forgot or got sidetracked, tempted or even lost on a different path, desire, person, ego trip or mission. This is how we learn, by experiencing and getting to know all the things that we are not. We evolve into who we are meant to be, so that we may unlearn and unbecome them. Every time we remember and return home, the awakening of it gets stronger and deeper. Repeated lessons get better understood and more powerful each time. Like a sacred spiral that moves inward, getting closer and closer to the final centre point, we get even more rooted in this home, whether spiritual, emotional, relational and or psychological than we were before. This card is telling you it's a time to come back to truth, or maybe you have recently returned. It could be calling to you in the most subtle ways, things not feeling quite aligned, or even just a gentle nudge or whisper pulling you in a different direction. Don't judge yourself. This is an essential part of soul strengthening and development. Let your heart be your compass here. And the little manifestation enhancer is light a candle, grab your journal, put your hand on your heart and connect with spirit about what your current lesson is, if you already know, or what it could be if you're not sure yet. Ask for signs. There are clues you can unravel if you start fluidly writing or looking for patterns. What areas of your life feel misaligned to you? Why? Think back to a point when you felt more aligned and alive. What was it? What were you doing? How were you being? Where was your focus? Let it all out on the page or sit and meditate about it silently with yourself. So this is a reminder that we do sometimes forget certain things that we have learnt, but it's okay that we forget, because we will remember them again, and then we will forget them again, and then we will remember them again. This happens, and these are lessons that our soul is learning, and it's helping us to evolve and to grow as well. Okay, let's see what your future self wishes you to know now. Number 31. Darling, don't you remember? You're a badass. Keep winging it. And we've got the fairy, and we've got blessings, flow, and magical energy. So your future self is saying to you, remember who you are. You are a strong badass. that you are full of strength. You are an energetic being. You are have magical energy. Okay, so let's see what the message is that your future self is wanting you to know. The fairy, blessings, the Midas touch, flow, magical energy. And the little quote is, everything I touch turns to gold. My energy attracts magic. And please excuse my cat. She's going nuts here. So I think this is relevant for someone. So divine blessings, fairy dust, flow state, magic, special powers. While frolicking in the forest and flying amid the mushrooms, a fairy has appeared to you. A most positive omen, as they only reveal themselves to a rare kind of person. A person who also has magical energy, or who will soon be sprinkled and blessed with some. One who is gifted magic mushrooms that hold special powers from deep within the forest, who receives luck then returns home with it. And we got return home here. Fairies live with an effortless energy and personify the raw beauty of nature. They are nature's spirit and the human form manifested into one, an ultimate masterpiece. They are the tricksters of the forest, as they can vanish at will and are of a fickle nature. You don't want to mess with them, cut down their trees or destroy their homes. In folklore, it is said that many have paid the penalty for doing so. This card is a positive omen that blessings are near. Trust that you are wildly magical and capable of doing whatever your soul is calling you to do. You are being endowed with special powers and the Midas touch. Everything you touch will turn to gold. A period of grace, flow, magic and opportunity is here, or soon will be. This card is also a reminder to trust your divine instincts more, to stop thinking and trying to plan so much. Doing so consumes precious energy. Overanalyzing can simply end up wasting time. Keep winging it as the fairy does. Let loose and act freely. You have been given grace at this time. And the little manifestation thing it says here is, close your eyes and visualize that you are in a forest. The fairy you have seen is sprinkling you with enchanted dust. It endows you with power, a magic touch and a state of flow. Embody the energy of the fairy. Practice becoming more light-hearted and carefree, and trust that the universe has your back. You are the energy of beauty itself, which magnetizes blessings to you. So pile 1, they were the messages that your past self, your present self and your future self have wanted to tell you, to messages to bring to you, to help guide you, love you and support you at this time. Okay, so that was pile 1. So if you chose pile 2, we have the message from your past self is card number 21, and it's, do not be ashamed, not of your thorns or of your flowers. Blessings and curses, psyche, self-love and beauty. So let's see what the message is that your past self wants to bring through for you. Let's see what it says. Duality, psyche, self-acceptance, beauty. I accept all parts of myself. I am divine and whole. The red rose, a guide has come to pay you an important visit. She seeks to heal and ease a pain in your mind and spirit. There is shame and guilt for who you are, lurking in your darkest corners. It's held you back in ways you may not realise. She wishes to shine a light there, to show you how to love your darkness into the light and how to turn your demons into angels. The thorns we grow come from a place of pain. They are a result of our need to protect ourselves from outside forces. They are defence mechanisms. Hurt that we can sometimes cause others comes from being hurt ourselves. If you try to pick a rose, it will prick you with its thorns. You might have goodwill, but the rose doesn't know that. It has been fooled and hurt before. The thorns are also what makes the rose strong, whole and powerful. Her thorns are the rose's self-worth, her ability to stand up for herself, her discernment, her tenacity, and her persistence to keep going. The things that sometimes harden us also have great gifts to teach us within. The flowers are what the world loves to see us for. Our personality, appearance, and what we do. They are also what we can be judged and criticised for. If we are too beautiful, too different, too colourful, too big, too small, too much, not enough. But the red rose reminds us that we were hand-created by the divine. We are divinity itself. This card is a positive omen that you are reaching or will reach a point in your journey where you learn how to accept all of yourself, your whole, full and most authentic self. The magic, the mess and the mundane parts too. This will unlock so much grace and power within you. The beauty you feel within will shine out of your being, pouring out into the world around you. And there is a little note at the bottom here that says, practice self-love at this time. Mirror work can be extremely powerful now. Meditating on love, appreciation and acceptance of yourself while sitting in front of a mirror. You can find guided meditations on YouTube for this. Speaking aloud, self-loving affirmations to the mirror is also powerful. Do it as often as you can. So your past self is telling you to love yourself more, to appreciate who you are, to appreciate what you've gone through to get to where you are now. All the hurt, all the pain, all the lessons, the trauma has made you who you are today. And this is about accepting that this is who you are. And yes, you may carry the scars, but know that everything happened for you to make you the person that you are now. But you have to love yourself for all of that and love yourself for all you are. And when you do love yourself for who you are, you can then stand proud and stand strong in your authentic self. And know that yes, others may judge you and look down upon you, but be strong in knowing who you are. Okay, let's now see what the message is from your present self. Your present self is number 33, and it's find those who inspire you to bloom. Grow together, community, connection, reciprocation. Absolutely. When you find your soul tribe, when you find community, a group of like-minded people, they will inspire you. They will accept you for who you are. there should be no judgment. If there's judgment, then they're judging themselves. But this is saying to you that you will find, if you haven't already, find a connection with a group of people who totally accept you for who you are and love you for who you are. And by people accepting you, you will then learn to accept others for who they are. And that, again, is all part of growth. Okay, so let's have a look and see what the message is that your present self wishes to give you. Community, connection, reciprocation. I am worthy of people who nourish me. This is a card of loving connection. Flowers from the garden, the sweetest touch. Pulling this card is a call to seek connection at this time. A friend, family member, community, a lover, someone with whom you share mutual respect. The more authentically you show up and deeper the connection will be. We have so much to learn from one another when we can truly see each other, especially when we feel we are alone. Reach out. This card calls you to reevaluate the people in your realm. If you feel energized by someone, offer that back when possible. Let them know you're grateful for them. If you consistently feel drained or energetically abused by someone, stop making excuses for them. Honestly ask yourself why you allow anybody to mistreat or take advantage of you. Why would you allow a disease in your flower bed? It is a place meant for beauty, growth and peace. Protect it. Take care of it. You are worthy. And I'll just stop there before I carry on with the rest, because that ties back into loving yourself. If you love yourself enough, you won't accept anybody mistreating you. So that card ties in really well. It's a good follow on. Your present self is acknowledging what your past self is saying to you. Okay, where did I get up to? This could be a good omen that a nourishing individual may come or has already come into your life. Let them in. An era of beautiful human connection is upon you. Remember this, you are worthy of people who nourish you. Attract them through appreciation and expectation. Since ancient civilization, humans have known the importance of community. Okay, for some reason my camera stopped there, so I will repeat that last paragraph. An era of beautiful human connection is upon you. Remember this, you are worthy of people who nourish you. Attract them through appreciation and expectation. Since ancient civilization, humans have known the importance of community. Without the bonds that hold us together and the roles we have, we couldn't survive. The elders share their wisdom, the shamans channel spirit, the artists help us see, the hunters and gatherers feed us, the warriors protect us, and the doers move us forward. Now we have our own personal communities, old friends, new friends, family, lovers, in which we control who gets to occupy space, physical and energetic, in our own little world. Are they reciprocating? Do you feel you are met with the same level of care and support you so generously offer others? Could you offer more to those deserving of it? You are being called to assess this. And there's a little note at the bottom that says, write about the kind of friend or lover you desire to have in your life. They are out there, so call them in. Take chances. Write out 10 affirmations about how worthy you are of being treated with respect, support, and loving kindness. Invite it in. Close your eyes and place your hand on your heart. Imagine it opening and visualize warm pink light entering you. Feel it. Oh, and be sure to love yourself the same way you expect others to love you. Perfect card that tied into that past self message. So now let's see what your future self wants you to know. And we have, if you're in need of a lesson, there is wisdom in the trees. So spirit of the tree, nature, priestess, inner peace. Okay. So I think this is again saying to you, before I go to the book, to stand in your strength, to have your feet firmly planted so that you can be that authentic self, and that you are growing and you are spreading your wings and you are connecting with like-minded people. So let's see what the message is that the card wants to say from your future self. Nature, priestess, ancient wisdom, inner peace. I am tuning into stillness, peace, and ancient wisdom. With this card, you are being guided to deeply connect and vibrate with the energy of nature at this time. It has much to teach you, especially the spirit of the trees. If you can be still, present, and quiet and listen, only then will you understand all that it has to show you. An intelligence that has existed for millions of years, the power of deep breaths, ancient knowledge, and pure presence. The wisdom of the tree invites you to view abundance and existence in a whole new way, very different from the human way. It can teach you that you too can bear fruit and flowers gently and gracefully. You don't need to push or force things so hard. Our best work and flow come from a state of ease and contentment, not stress and hurry. This card is an omen that you are cultivating inner peace and wisdom. Your soul has been seeking deep rest and a break from society. Listen to that. It's okay to take a break from it all. A priestess of nature must have time in spiritual solitude to connect with the forces unseen. As a vessel of spirit, this is where she draws her power from. There is a clean and steady stream that flows right beside you. Will you take a drink from these life-giving waters? They hold ancient secrets and can purify you when you most need it, especially when your hands are dirty. Nature can help cleanse your soul after too much focus on city life or egoic desires. Trees have been here since the dawn of the earth, whereas humanity has only just arrived and seeks to conquer. We must remember our place alongside the trees. They are the wise and ancient ones. They are intelligent in ways that are far beyond us, different from us. They are vital in sustaining life. We could not go on without them, but life would go on without us. And the little note at the bottom says, sit or lie beside a tree spirit. Meditate between it and graciously ask for a vision or insight. Be patient. Thank it for the beauty and precious oxygen it provides. Communicate with it. Touch it. Feel and embody its energy. If you can, have a picnic outdoors, taking a book, journal or drawing pad. Bring that energy back with you into your life and bear fruit effortlessly. So for me, this card is saying to you to open up to new ways of looking at things, new ways of communicating with nature. and reminding us to actually get out in nature and to commune with not only the trees but with the water. You know, if you're near a lake, or, you know, go to the beach as well, you know, and connect with the water there. It's reminding us that we are all connected, we are all one. We just have to tap into that and realize it. You know, when you are out in nature and you're sitting by a tree, there's also the birds that will be chirping, who are, you know, perhaps giving you messages as well. Be aware of everything that's going on around you. It's having your eyes open to new things, new ways of communicating. And knowing that you are connected to everything in nature, because we are all connected to Source. Okay, so pile 2, they were the messages from your past self, your present self, and your future self. Okay, so those of you who chose pile 3, let's have a look and see what the message is that your past self wants to let you know. And we have, it's card number 5, and it's reach out to the potential that is calling for you. So we have potential and possibility, future, highest self, and quantum. So let's see what the message is that this card wants you to know. Future, reality, highest self, quantum. I am quantum leaping into my highest reality. The world, the quantum traveller. You are at a point where it's possible to lean into a higher reality. There are infinite potentials and parallel realities all happening at once. Which one are you living? Which one are you creating? What are you attracting? Break the cycle of mundane repetition and settling into dissatisfaction. Is there something you feel drawn to? Is there someone you admire who you'd like to emulate? Those feelings are pointing you to where your highest reality is. Even if you feel jealous of someone or something, this shows you what your true potential could be. Pay attention and don't judge the feeling as negative. It is your guide. You are capable of tuning into the quantum realm and manifesting a best case scenario. The world is at your feet. Destiny is in the palm of your hand. And you are a co-creator with the universe, regardless of what is happening in the world and as chaotic as it may seem. You are a powerful extension of divine consciousness, here to play, evolve, and enjoy life. Your mission is no different in the spiritual realm. Your soul has been evolving, so too are the lives you have been living. Attune your energy like an antenna to the channel of your desired reality. Your soul has brought you here to live one of your fullest lives ever. And there's a little note at the bottom that says, use meditation to tune into the field of your pure potentiality. Practice the feeling of your desired reality as if you are already living it, especially just after you wake up. Look into meditation, sitting and walking, by Dr. Joe Dispenza, or listen to subconscious reprogramming affirmations by Jess Shepherd, Rising Higher Meditations on YouTube, while you're sleeping. In your present life, find moments every day to indulge in the things you want more of. Appreciate yourself for all the unique beauty you already have. Celebrate yourself every time you accomplish something that you are proud of, small as it may be. even if it is just having a peaceful day. Love expands life. Appreciation expands your expression of self. Gratitude creates abundance all around you. Fall in love with your life now and in the future. We have to tap into our creativity. Our imagination is creativity. When we can imagine what our life can be like, or what we want our life to be like, we actually then have the potentiality to create that. But first you have to imagine it. Imagination can tap us back into our inner child as well, because when we were children we had vivid imaginations and we thought everything that we imagined was true. So why not tap back into that now? Because your imagination can make it true, because we are creative beings and we can create what we want. We can create what our imagination is showing us. There is potential and possibility in everything. We just have to believe it and act on it. Okay, now let's see what your present self wants you to know. And your present self wants you to know you are worthy of beautiful things, the servant queen, divine, magnetic and valuable. So yes, you are worthy of beautiful things. You are worthy of the life that you are imagining for yourself. Don't let anything or anyone hold you back from trying to achieve what it is that you are imagining for yourself. Okay, so let's see what the card's message is. Divine, magnetic, valuable blessings. I am worthy of the most beautiful things. You are blocking your blessings by believing you don't deserve them. You do. Recognize your patterns of self-sabotage and examine the choices you have been repeating. We enact and accept what we believe we are worthy of. Raise your standards. You are meant for better. It doesn't matter what you've been through, where you come from, rich or poor, healthy or unhealthy circumstances, or what others may think of you or tell you. It doesn't matter how others have put you down. You are still worthy. You are a valuable soul and someone who seeks to find the magic of this world, and those who seek are the ones who find. Just like the story of Cinderella, who was made to believe she was worthless and a servant to her family, only to be visited by a fairy godmother, spirit, who offered her blessings and magic if she was willing to believe she was worthy of them. All she had to do was accept them, and she would go on to live a life of royalty, beauty and abundance. She was always meant to be a queen. It's okay if you also forgot that you are the magic. But it's time to remember again. Come home. Spirit can only give us what we believe we are worthy of. So expect excellence. Speak it into existence. Summon miracles. Will you accept the blessings you are being offered? This is a potent time for magic in your life. Your fairy godmother is here now. Your guides, ancestors and angels are listening. Let them assist you. And that ties in to this potential and possibility. Reach out for the potential. Believe you are worthy. And you will reach that potentiality. Okay, so the little note at the bottom says, visualize yourself as a magnet for beautiful things, beautiful experiences, connections, thoughts, synchronicities and blessings. Imagine abundance swirling all around you and entering your soul and your life. luminous rainbow energy, blooming flowers, dazzling vibrations all around you and within you. It's already here and more is coming. Believe, expect, and receive. Okay, so let's see what your future self wants to say and how it can expand on what you've already received. So we have card 16. The things that almost broke me were the things that most awoke me. The awakened dead, resilience, nirvana, and self-appreciation. Okay, so let's see what the message of this card is. So, resilience, nirvana, self-appreciation, future. I honour all of me, my past, present and future selves. This card can mean it's time for you to have a powerful moment of self-realisation about the life you are leading, as if you have already lived it, as if your future self is talking to you. Well, this card is your future self talking to you. This card can also mean that you have been self-critical and that it's okay. You are on the right track even if it's not going as you planned. Point of view. Imagine you are reflecting on your life from the afterlife. You're so proud of yourself because you were always doing so much better than you thought you were. Yeah, you can see it now. You know it now. But you wish you could have known it then. You wish you could have seen yourself the way you see yourself now. God, you are so beautiful. You realise it was always a choice that you decided to make over and over. Even when you didn't want to, you didn't have to. It would have been easier, you know, not to. But you did. You chose to empower yourself, to begin again, to believe again, to pick yourself back up after you fell so hard, nose in the dirt, tears in the soil, hands grasping the earth. And it's okay if you sometimes lay there in that cold darkness a bit longer than you should have. You were in pain, you were tired, and it's okay if you judged yourself for that. You wanted the best for yourself because you believed, you chose to believe. Because even after your weakest aching, I'm so dead inside moments, you called for a rebirth and a reckoning after chaos ensued. You summoned those faintly lit and seemingly dormant powers to come out from deep within your soul, and finally they did. Sometimes you weren't sure though, and that's okay. It's just incredible that even through all the craziness of this world and people, you did it. You did it. Just wish you could have known that you always could have trusted yourself. You always could have trusted yourself. This card is a testament to the times we thought we were broken but instead were awakened, transformed and alchemized through darkness. A salute to all the lessons ahead and how much grace we deserve to give ourselves. And the little note at the bottom says, take time to appreciate how far you've come. Give yourself a hug. Look at yourself through the eyes of your wise future self. Think about your younger self and how much compassion you have for them. Imagine this times 1,000 once you reach the end of your life. Give yourself this love now. And that's a beautiful way to end that reading. It's about knowing your own possibility, your own potentiality for possibilities. It's about knowing that you should love yourself, that you should trust yourself, that regardless of what challenges that you may have, you will overcome them and be stronger for it. Don't get drawn into the negative aspects of anything. Always know that even from the darkness, you will evolve, you will find the light, you will resolve and be better and stronger for anything that you go through. You just have to trust divine, the universe, creator, that you are loved and supported by the creator, that everything happens for you for your highest good. Okay, so they were the messages that came through for you for card or pile 3. I do hope that there was something in there that resonated for you also. And until next time, thank you for listening.